Good evening and welcome back to Sacred Rose Tarot. If you're new to the channel, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Also, please remember that not all messages will resonate. Please keep the messages that do and let go of any that do not. And if you're new to the channel, one of the ways I like to start off our inquiry is to ask for an Ascended Master or an Archangel to oversee our message. And today, our message is coming to us from Ascended Master Serapis Bey, and he brings us a message of ascension. It says here, move into your true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. What a wonderful message. I can't wait to see what this card is all about. Because I'm not super familiar with Serapis Bey, I'm going to read us a little bit about what his card represents. This is coming to us from the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards by Kyle Gray. And it says here that Serapis Bey is the light keeper in charge of ascension. He once served as a priest in Luxor, Egypt, helping those passing on to cross over into the light. Now he is a presence we can call on in order to ascend. Ascension means rising up. It reminds us of the story of Christ being resurrected after death. This means that Serapis Bey can guide us from the lowest states of being back to the light. His energy is almost like that of a phoenix, giving us the support to move out of our own hell or darkness into a space that supports our growth. The extended message says, the stars cannot shine without darkness. You may have experienced a low state of being, trauma, or depression, but this is a new beginning. Become aware of growth. There is always room for improvement. There's also a sense of presentation now. You may be receiving documentation or certification to acknowledge your growth or experience. It's important to cherish the time and to realize that without the challenges or obstacles you have faced, you wouldn't be as strong, powerful, or focused as you are today. You are ascending personally and spiritually at this time, and the universe is here to support it. What a wonderful message. All right. And I asked Serapis Bey, with regard to Ascension, what cards do we need to know? And so I pulled two cards that are what I like to think of as a little bit more spiritual than just like a typical message. This is probably going to be a message that's more geared to light workers or people that are pursuing spiritual growth, specifically wanting to know more about what gifts they have, what they can unlock, what they can share, and those sort of things. These particular cards are very beautiful. These messages here, this card and this card, are coming to us from another deck by Kyle Gray called The Gateway of Light Activation Oracle Guidebook. And so these are additionally great messages. The first one that came out was Hathor Light Codes. I'm not sure if I'm saying that, Hathor or Hathor Light Codes. And it speaks to light immersion, full system upgrade, and power recall. And it's a very beautiful card. It's bright. It's got all of these, really pretty colors. To me, it seems almost cosmic in a way. So it's really cool. And so because this is a new deck that I'm reading from in terms of, sharing for the channel, I'm going to go ahead and read this one so that we kind of have an idea about what these light codes are all about. It says here, Hathor, also known as Het Heru, which means House of Horus, is an Egyptian cow and solar goddess associated with the sky and fertility. Worship of this enigmatic figure goes all the way back to the 3rd millennium BCE. Hathor is easily recognized in Egyptian art, for she often wears a sun disk on her head that is held in place by two horns relating to the cow, a sacred symbol of motherhood. She is the divine consort of the hawk-eyed deity Horus, allowing her to bridge this world and the cosmic realms and bring in the infinite light of the sun. In this gateway, Hathor is the figurehead of an intergalactic race of beings called the Hathors. There's a good chance that the ancient Egyptians were in touch with this divine race, as evidenced by the many Hathor pillars at the Temple of Dendera. The Hathors appear as elongated pillars of infinite light, illustrating their capacity to bridge heaven and earth. Their divine mission is to activate light upon the earth, interlinked with both the energy of the central sun and Venus. They bestow solar light blessings and ignite the energy of unconditional love within. When you receive this light card, know they are ushering in great blessings. That's really awesome. And it's interesting that it mentions that this light upon the earth interlinked with both the energy of the central sun and Venus, because the other card that came out from that same deck is the Venutian Galactic Council. And that talks about star being guides, answer the call, time to shine. And so there's a lot of light going on here. We have light codes, light immersion, full system upgrade, power recall, and then we've got star being guides, answer the call, time to shine. And the Venutian Galactic Council, I'm going to go ahead and read that one real quick. And this is I'm kind of doing this a little bit different than I usually do, so we're going to see where it goes, okay? Venutian Galactic Council. The Venusians are advanced cosmic beings similar to angels who come from the planet Venus. They are our starry ancestors and are dedicated to helping us experience and embody divine love. There are millions of them, and many of us will have them working with us as guides. If you feel drawn to this information or strongly connected to the stars or star people, there's a good chance that there are many extraterrestrial beings around you at this time, many of whom will be connected to the Venusian Galactic Council, governed by Lady Venus and Sanat Kumara. The Venusian Galactic Council is a divine board of directors who are responsible for recruiting light workers and leaders on Earth who have the potential to make a huge difference by following the call of their soul. When they come to us, it's an honor and an opportunity to be reminded of a connection that was active before we came into this incarnation. There's no set way of working with the Venusians, but they will connect us in dreams or meditation to share information that will support us on our journey. They often send spiritual downloads in thought forms or understandings, excuse me, dreams about flying or being in space, are other ways in which they will come through to us as well. That's very interesting. So clearly, I think there's a message here for light workers, and I'm pretty sure that was pretty clear when Serapis Bey decided to bring us this message today and be our representative. So when I brought up the Hathor light codes, I asked for clarification, and I usually do that with the tarot. The first card out was Judgment. And I am reminded that there's this, huge angel here. It makes me think of Gabriel blowing the trumpet. And it's like a call to rise up, to answer this important job, like this important calling, a divine calling, so to speak. And I'm thinking, typically judgment talks about maybe passing judgment. It could also talk about reconciliation, things like that. However, I think with this message, giving all of this light worker information here and ascension, it's almost like a call from the divine saying, hey, look, light workers, stand up. Rise up out of your slumber. You've got a job to do, and it's more important now than ever. That's coming through big. Wow, this is big energy, you guys. Whew. All right. And we've got 2 X's up here, so maybe you've been seeing 1010 a lot. I know I have. I've been seeing 1010. And so that's really interesting. So it's like, okay, look, no more sleeping at the wheel, y'all. Okay. All right, so the next card out was the Page of Cups. And, of course, Page of Cups can have different meanings based on, what's going on in the spread. Here, I'm reminded that the Page of Cups is an energy of creativity, coming up with new ideas. So maybe there's something creative coming through within the way you deliver your message, the way you're going to work with your new light, or maybe these new codes that are being unlocked for you. Because I feel like there's something new coming on board, right? So maybe some new telepathy, new clairsentience, something going on with this, unlocking new light codes. And so I feel like we maybe have been tired in the past. I'm getting stress, worry, anxiety from the Nine of Swords, right? Which is traditionally what it speaks of, but maybe there's some sadness here. Maybe there's some sort of internal doubt or feeling I need to tap into this creative energy. I need to get back into this. I know I need to answer a call, but what do I do with it? Maybe there's this sort of like, how do I get started? How do I take the ideas out of my head and like make something happen with it? I know I've been there. So I can definitely feel from this card, the energy is like, I'm not alone in that I've struggled with that in the past. So perhaps somebody listening to this message or watching this video has been there. Like, okay, I know I need to do something, but what do I need to do? Or I only can do one thing. Maybe I can read tarot, or maybe I get psychic visions, or maybe I get messages through dreams, or, something to that message, to that effect. And like, but I know I need to do more kind of thing. So there's this sort of like internal struggle going on. And I think that the message here that Serapis Bey is bringing us is like one of encouragement, saying move into your true self, rise above the darkness. Let's rise up and out of this self-inflicted energy right here, this little mind trap or mind cage. And let's remember the light is here. So see, this person's like in this dark room. Let's flip on the light switch. Let's see what happens, right? Let's tap into some of that creative energy. Answer the call, because something big is about to happen. We're going to unlock some light codes. Let's get some more light going on. Get out of the dark room. Maybe light a candle and meditate. So the next card out was Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles talks about bringing in a fresh new approach, a new energy of maybe doing some work with your hands. Maybe look into some Reiki healing. Maybe some sort of massage therapy. This is an earthy card, so sometimes this could be slow moving but stable. So maybe you've been working on something for a while now and you're ready to sort of share it. See, he's looking at this like, I've done a lot of work on this. I'm very proud of it. And he's holding it, kind of gently and proud. He's got this little proud stance going on, like I'm ready to share it with the world. So with this new creative energy, you're ready to get out of this stuck mentality and share this new gift, this new exciting, something that you've created, something that you've been focused on. You're ready to share it. The next card out was the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles has to do with somebody who is mature, somebody who could be an earth sign. You may have earth highly aspected in your chart, which could be your moon, your sun sign, your rising sign, or your Venus. And so earth signs are Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Virgos, specifically, I'm getting a lot of Virgo energy out of here, and maybe it's not just that. Maybe you have Virgo highly aspected in your chart, but Virgos tend to be perceived as somebody who has it all together, has a keen eye for detail, is steady in their approach, can have a lot of irons in the skillet, so to speak. They could have a lot of different streams of income, and it could even speak to, all signs aside, it could even speak to the fact that maybe this new thing that you're ready to share, this newly formed and experienced talent, this newly learned skill, with this new creative energy that you're bringing forth, it's divinely guided and is possibly something that's newly unlocked for you and that has been shared to you through dreams and visions, is now you're ready to perhaps monetize it. Doesn't have to be. That might be just for somebody specific. But the King of Pentacles is, in the traditional tarot, somebody who's seen as very wealthy and established and can easily share their wealth with others, and in fact can teach others how to be wealthy. So there's something to do with like abundance here. And on the Venutian Galactic Council card, we learned about these star beings, answer the call, time to shine. And we see there's a ton of light in this card. It looks like just radiant beams are shining from these beings. And I get that you're ready to shine your light. I mean, it's so bright that, wow, you know, it could be, people might look away. People might, you might find people staring at you or looking at you differently, like there's something different about you, and they see your inner light shining, and that's really beautiful. And the cards that came out to clarify the Venutian Galactic Council, the first one out was the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is traditionally speaking about truth, being truthful, being your authentic self, speaking your truth, making sure that your throat chakra is not blocked. So if you've been finding yourself drawn to the color blue lately, that could be indicative that you might want to do some throat chakra work or meditate on that, being able to speak your truth from a place of authenticity, you know. It's easy for us to get stuck in being concerned about what other people might think, especially if we have this new gift that we're going to share and it's like kind of a first time, or maybe we're not sure how people are going to take it. It's like, oh man, I don't know how people are going to take it. But when you get down to the root of that, that's coming from an ego-based point, right? And not the ego like in terms of I'm great and I'm all this and I'm all that because the divine made me this great person. It's coming from the other side of the ego, which isn't so great. That side where we worry about what others might think of us and kind of get stuck in the negative side, the dark side of ego. But this sword of truth here, the Ace of Swords, is reminding us that it's okay to take this new idea, this new inspiration, which is probably divinely guided, and which we have confirmation here with the Judgment card, and just be your true self. If somebody doesn't like it, okay, that's fine. Maybe they're just not at their point in their path where they're ready to hear that. And that's okay. Everybody's at a different place in their journey, right? But it's important for you to stay true to who you are. And if you have a new thing that you feel called and guided to share with others to bring more light into this world, by all means, please do so. And you're being encouraged big time here. The next card out is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving card in the deck. However, this is a steady person. This is a reliable, stable energy. This is somebody who puts the work in, puts in the effort, and is grounded and reliable. So there may be a message here to get grounded. If you're feeling like maybe a little disconnected or a little stuck in your head about something, work on getting grounded. Do some meditation, that sort of thing. You could pray about it, you know, however you like to meditate. The Wheel of Fortune card came out to confirm the Knight of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune tells us that the universe is bringing something good into your life. And so the wheel is turned. Basically, also it could mean the cycle has ended. A recent cycle has ended in your life, and the 10 represents something new. So this is the beginning of something new. And I think it further confirms this new energy, this new light that's being shared, or that you're being encouraged to share, this new skill, this new way to help the overall collective with your light and bringing in whatever form of encouragement that might be and whatever that looks like for you as an individual. So yeah, the Wheel of Fortune is a great card. It's Major Arcana, so a lot of energy with that. And the next card out was the Fool. And so the Fool reminds us he's got the sun at his back and he's just kind of like, la-di-da, he's having a great old time, right? Doesn't care that he's about to go over a cliff. He's got a flower in his hand. He's packing light. He's excited. Even the dog's excited here. So the Fool is like the Zero card. It's like anything can happen. You can make anything happen. Whatever you want to put your mind to, whatever you want to put your energy into is what is going to happen next. Like you can say, okay, he's going to turn around and he's going to go back he's going to find a little village nearby and he's going to sit there and he's going to be a shaman. Okay, great. Or he's going to sprout angel wings and he's going to fly off this cliff. He's going to land on a village down at the bottom of this mountain and he's going to help people understand herbs, whatever it is, whatever this new talent or skill or ability is, the universe is saying very clearly here, there's a new step, a new beginning. Be excited, embrace that energy of the Fool, and take that leap of faith, because something good is going to happen. You just got to put in the intention and start taking steps, and the universe is sort of going to take over from there, give you all the tools and everything you need, and it's going to be a success. And it's actually, it's very beautiful energy. And as if this wasn't great energy enough, right? We have 2 major arcanas back to back. The 10 of Cups came out. And so we have another 10. So we got 10, 10 over here. We've got 10, 10 over here. We've got a lot of new beginnings. Something new is happening. And traditionally in tarot, a lot of people talk about, 10 of Cups in relationships. It's the best relationship card because it talks about having this wonderful committed life, this beautiful happy ever after, all of that stuff. But I think in terms of this message here, it's talking about this overarching beauty like we have in the rainbow here of the message, how we can spread our light. And we can bring this kind of joy and beauty and love and share this bountiful overflowing energy that we have with other people. And when we do that, it's very fulfilling. It's going to be fulfilling and rewarding to us personally, but also it's going to bring joy to others as well, right? People might be seeking now more than ever. I think people are open and ready and have questions. And as the entire collective is raising the conscious level of the planet, I mean, this is like a big deal, right? We're all going through an awakening to some degree. Granted, we're all in different stages and different levels, which is why I think so many activations are happening right now, and why so many light workers are being activated and skills are being refined and renewed, and all of this great energy is happening. So this 10 of Cups is something we can bring to the collective overall, is what I'm getting. Now, I pulled a light worker card, which is in the middle, and I specifically left this one for last because the Ascension, another Ascension card, right, talks specifically to what Serapis Bey is here bringing us this message and overseeing our message today for the collective. Ascension, the Rainbow Bridge. This card is specifically for light workers, and it comes from the Lightworker Oracle by Alana Fairchild. And I don't usually pull these cards unless I'm going to do I feel called, obviously, number one, but if I'm going to do a specific message for myself or other light workers. And I felt called in this reading. And here again, we have all of this light. It just further confirms and clarifies all of this energy here. So the Ascension, the Rainbow Bridge, 18, 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 can be a fulfilling number, can speak of fulfillment, like, for example, the Knight of Cups, individual fulfillment. So this person, to me, has reached this level of individual fulfillment. And the rainbow, of course, speaks of the chakras. Their chakras are aligned. They have this personal alignment. They're meditating in this picture. They're bringing this new light. But when I read the actual meaning of the card, and I'm not going to do that right now because we're already at 23 minutes, but she's reached this level of ascension where she's going to receive new skills, downloads, telepathy, clairsentient, clairaudient, clair whatever, all of the clairs, right? New psychic abilities, new spiritual gifts. There is a call to rest because you may be feeling tired lately, especially those of us that have been refining our skills and sharing our gifts as much as we can. It's important to make sure that we get rest. Remember to meditate. Remember to take care of yourself. Drink your water. Stay healthy. Eat when you're hungry. Sleep when you're tired. Take your spiritual baths. All of that. Meditate for sure, right? Clear your space. Because you're getting ready to receive new gifts. New gifts. You may not even know what they are, or maybe you do. Maybe your spirit team has been sharing with you some sort of previews. Maybe you've been seeing like an increased interest in something. Maybe you've been like, I want to learn about Reiki healing, or maybe past life regression hypnotherapy is something for me. Or maybe I want to learn about astrology or numerology, or maybe I want to learn more about crystals and how they can be used in healing. And maybe I want to learn more about plants, how to plant my own herb garden. What do all of these herbs mean, and how can I use those with my moon meditations and my moon rituals? If you don't have moon rituals, start some. You know, it's like there's something new and exciting that the universe source is going to gift you with. So get ready for that, okay? This is very exciting, fun, big, powerful energy. I wish I could like transmute this, like send this energy to you guys, because it's big. It's like so expansive. Oh man, I'm psyched, okay? So when I clarified this card, the death card came out, and I was not surprised. I was like, well, obviously, right? We're seeing a transformation take place. So it kind of reminds me of this beautiful butterfly ready to spread her wings, because she went through a transformation. She's gone through a transformation, and now she's getting these new wings. She's getting new skills, new abilities. Spirit is gifting her with something more to share. She's unlocking new light codes. She's been briefed by the Venutian Council and star guides. She is answering this call, this divine call. This is like beautiful energy, you guys. It's huge, right? Okay, so moving right along. The next card out was Five of Cups. Five of Cups traditionally speaks of disappointment, things in the past that weren't so great, we weren't so excited about, right? It could also talk about focusing on things that brought us down, or maybe some doubt, some inner doubt. So this card, I think, coming out right after transformation, is talking about it's time to put your doubts down. Embrace this new thing that you're going to be gifted with, this new ability, this new, whatever's going to happen. Let's get a new positive outlook, and let's embrace it, and let's say, hey, forget about these, things that let us down in the past. It's okay. We're going to move past that. We're not going to stay in some sort of stuck energy. We're rising above it. Look at all this light. How can we possibly stay in a Five of Cups energy with all of this light? Focus on what's right. If you need to look up, physically look your head up into the sky. Don't look at the sun, of course, without proper gear and protection. But I'm just saying, like, look up, chin up. Okay, that's what I'm getting from that. The next card out was King of Swords. King of Swords is somebody who is very intellectual, very smart, has great new ideas, is somebody who's able to oftentimes speak like a professional. Maybe your new gift is going to have something to do with speaking for others, a life coach, or helping people navigate their awakening in different stages, okay? And then we have King of Pentacles. So we have King of Pentacles out here 2 times, you guys, from 2 different decks. There's a lot of earth energy going on here, which tells me this is a solid stability, grounded, earthy type of thing that's going on. This transition that's taking place, although there is a lot of light, which, makes me think of air also. We're getting these mental downloads, all of this stuff, right? But we're going to ground it in. And I think it's super important to remember to stay grounded, especially with some of this energy is big, you guys. I'm not even kidding. It's super big energy. So it's going to be very important to stay grounded. And finally, the last card out is the Sun. And of course it is, right? We've got all of these bright cards, bright, 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 super bright. And then we've got the Sun, the brightest card in the deck, the happiest card in the deck. And it speaks of sharing what you have, sharing your love and light, and being this radiant light worker, light being, this radiant person that you already are, sharing that with the world. Don't hide your light. I think there's a scripture in the Bible that says a house on a hill is not, like a house on a hill doesn't shine without a candle, and you're not going to put a candle under a bushel or something like that. You're not going to put a basket over a candle. You're going to let that candle light up the whole house. Like one little light. Let your little light shine. Maybe it's a big light. Let it shine in whatever capacity you have. Embrace it, because it's beautiful, and it's going to bring joy and happiness and all of this wonderful energy for other people. It's especially important now during this massive awakening that we're experiencing on a global scale. And this is answering the divine calling, you guys. I love this message. I think it's absolutely wonderful. If you are a light worker, keep up the good work. if you're interested and you have different things that you're curious about learning, definitely do some research, write your ideas down, keep a dream journal, and go back to it. Write things down and go do some research. Go on YouTube, go on Google, visit your local bookstore and look in the metaphysical section and just browse some things that might be interesting to you, things that pique your interest, and then ask your spirit team, meditate on it, and ask them to guide you. Okay, love and light. Take care.